I'm going to show you the most duplicatable system on the planet for those of you that want to recruit and build your dream team. In fact, I think in this day and age, we have to be honest with ourselves. Network marketing, MLM, direct sales, whatever you want to call it, has changed quite a bit. It's evolved. The ATM system is utilized by most network marketing companies now, and we're the creators of it. It's what's made us the number one team inside of our company. And it's funny. I have people from other companies that'll hit me up sometimes and they're like, oh my gosh, my company doesn't have ATM, or their ATM groups are dead, or they're boring, or they're like an infomercial. They don't know how to use ATM. They don't understand. ATM is just an exposure. It's just for exposure purposes. There's more to it than just ATM. I've had people say, oh, ATM's dead. ATM doesn't work. That's because you don't work. You don't know how it works. You don't understand it. It's for exposure. So you got to learn how to prospect. You got to learn how to market yourself, brand, personal brand, attraction marketing, curiosity marketing, how to talk about your products, how to fill your funnel. What is preventing you? Why your business isn't growing? Why you're not seeing success, growth, duplication? I'm going to give you some common responses. So we hear things like, my network is too small. I can't find good people, motivated people. I don't know what to say to people. I don't want to be a spammer. I don't have enough time. I'm too busy to build a team. Like, you don't want the responsibility, right? I get it. I don't like, or I'm not good at recruiting. Some people say that for selling also. Like, I'm not good at selling. The algorithm hates me. How about I don't know what to post? That's a common objection I hear, a common response. If you can't create success on a part-time basis, you're never going to create success full-time. Some people say, well, it's just the time. I need more time. I need more time. No. You need to learn how to build this around your busy schedule, because most of the people on your team will be part-time. And remember, nothing great will happen until you start thinking of yourself as a professional conversation starter. This is a big deal. I made this number one because sitting back, waiting for people to ask you about your product or opportunity, or hoping to get engagement, is a recipe for disaster. So you got to release the commission breath. Decide you're in this for the long run. Whatever business you're in, whatever company you're partnered with, you got to look in the mirror, make a decision. How bad do you want it? You got to start believing in your own hype. You got to believe in your products. You got to believe in your opportunity. If you don't believe in it, then the problem probably started with you. The real problem started with you. Now, maybe the company made changes, maybe the economy. There's a lot of factors, but my business is still doing well. I'm still enrolling people. I'm still having success. Now, you'll say, well, yeah, you've been doing this for 23 years. Yeah, but duh, the longer you do it, the better you get at it. You need to build up your confidence, your belief. You need to get back to being consistent. How about power hours, where you are doing the money-making activities every day for at least 60 minutes? So get excited. Tell your face. And remember, everywhere you go, you're the variable. The company and the comp plan are the same for everybody. Everybody gets to sell the same products. They don't go, well, you're, too young, too inexperienced, or based on your religious beliefs, or based on your skin color, or based on your age, gender. No, they don't. Companies don't care. This is performance-based, baby. And you can't just rely on social media. You have to be proactive. You have to be starting conversations. It drives me crazy when I see people have so much potential. They have such big dreams and goals, but they're not initiating conversations every single day. They're not adding people to the groups every single day. The ATM system, this is how we expose people. Now, you could send out videos. You could get them on a webinar, get them on a Zoom. The problem is there's no social proof. Facebook groups, these online communities are the number one way to create an online culture, a community. You can, use social proof when they see other people commenting, other people joining the groups. They see other people posting, other people sharing their results. It does create a lot more validity. So step one, the rest of the steps are irrelevant. They're irrelevant if you're not consistently prospecting, which means you're proactively reaching out to people to see if they're open to making money or using your products. That's a proactive money-making activity. So when you first get started, you should be reaching out to your key people. You can't just post and pray. You can't just sit back twiddling your thumbs. I hope someone responds to my video. Like, I sign up people all the time, and sometimes I'm like, dude, you're not even talking about the products. You're not doing any videos. Where's an unboxing video? Where's a launch video? You're not telling your story. You're not creating curiosity. Where's the spoon post? Where's your vulnerability? Where are you going to tell your story about why you got started? Like, you need to put yourself out there. And on top of that, if you're not willing to do that, by the way, that's up to you. But there's only two ways to get into a conversation about products or opportunity. You reaching out to people, or you putting out a piece of content so people raise their hand and they reach out to you. You can't just rely on marketing, posting. You can't just rely on attraction marketing, curiosity. It's cool. You should do it, but you should also proactively reach out to people. So step two, connect with people on a daily basis about your product, about your opportunity. You're identifying people that have a need. Remember, we solve problems for profits. So I would recommend leading with a product or a system. Like in our organization, a lot of people use our 5-day drop, our 5-day reset, because it's like a digestive gut reset. We've got people dropping 5 to 10 pounds in 5 days. The before and after pictures are insane. We also have this new body transformation system with this new curb product that like naturally activates your GLP-1. We have people on our team that lead with the menopause conversation and talk about hormones and cortisol. We have people on our team that talk about mental health. And we have products or systems that help solve those problems. You have to figure out which products you're excited about and lead with the product, because here's what you're going to find. Some people will say to me, well, I suck at recruiting. Well, that's fine. That's normal. There's more people out there that want to buy your product to solve a problem than want to sell the product to solve a problem. All the top people in your company, whatever MLM you're in, whatever network marketing, direct sales company you're in, the top people, they believe in it. Most people really believe in what they're doing. So that objection, I need to believe in what I'm doing, duh, of course. Start off using the products, figure out what products you're most excited about, but you should also talk to your mentor and ask them, like, hey, which product should I lean into? You could lead with the opportunity if you wanted to. If you have that type of network, like maybe you have a lot of realtors or, people that are entrepreneurial minded, or you have business minded people that are, they own their own business, sure, then you could probably lead with the business. What I have found though, if you lead with the business and then the people you recruit lead with the business, you're not going to have a real business if it's all recruiting recruiters to recruit recruiters and nobody's really excited about the product. Nobody's really using the product. Nobody's really getting customers. The reason my team crushes, because we'll bring in hundreds of new people still after 9.5 years. We're still recruiting hundreds of people a month as a team, but we bring in thousands of new customers. But this is why you got to connect with people, talk to people every day. If you're not talking to at least 5 to 10 people a day, what are you doing? If you're not talking to 5 to 10 people a day, what are you doing? Step 3. Invite them into the ATM group to learn more about the company, the products, and or the opportunity. You got to ATM your face off. Whoever adds most people to the groups is probably going to enroll the most customers and new teammates. Number 4, follow up and close. This is where the money's made. The money's made in Messenger. It goes down in the DM. Most of my sales are not coming from a post. Most of my recruits are not coming from a post. It's coming from one-on-one conversation. I know for some of us, we suck at this in the beginning because we don't know what to say. We don't have the answers to questions. You got to be new as long as possible. Hey, you know what? Great question, Susan. Sally, that's a great question. Tim, great question. This is why I want to introduce you to my mentors. They can help answer those questions. I'm so grateful I get to work with Shiloh. I'm so grateful I'm working with Janelle or Rachel. Like, get yourself out of the way. I really want to introduce you to Casey and Kylie. They're 2 of the best leaders on the planet. They're mentoring me. They can mentor you. The community, the support, the mentorship is second to none. The sooner you get people in chats with your upline, the sooner you will recruit and build your dream team. You got to plug your new teammate into it. So we have a new website that's password protected. I have every new person go through that. But it's amazing to me how many people, it's easy to join. It's a whole other thing to launch your business and follow the system. So I get people that join and they're like, oh, I still got to watch the training videos. I still got to download the checklist. I'm like, dude, you said you wanted to make $5,000 a month. You said you wanted to fire your boss. You said you wanted to do this, that, and the other thing. Most people are entrepreneurs. And obviously, the bigger the goal, the bigger the commitment. But in the beginning, you have to be okay with you're going to suck. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're saying. You need to follow the system. Use the scripts. Use the launch system that's in place. There's a formula for failure and there's a formula for success. The people that typically fail are the ones that are inconsistent, know-it-alls that are winging it. So don't do that. All right. So the ATM system is a funnel, right? You're feeding the funnel with humans. The more people you put into the funnel or ATM, right? The more people you put into the groups, the more you're going to succeed and grow. And you know what? It's easier to build fast than slow. So you're looking to identify an interested prospect. You add them to your group, product group, opportunity group, whatever they're interested in. Then you tag them in a video. Don't be a fool. Use the tool. In the welcome post of your groups, there should be a welcome post in each group or whatever group you're using for ATM purposes with the best videos. And you should have a boards app that also has the best videos. So you can easily access that information. But then the follow-up, where the money's made, is in Messenger. So let's talk about the Facebook group. ATM Ad tag message groups are for getting customers and for promoting your business. You could have a group that does both product and business. We personally have always had two separate groups. It is more work. There's more responsibility if you have more groups, but that's just how we've always done it. What I love is it creates massive social proof, testimonials, before and after pictures. You can do recognition, share results, promotions, giveaways, challenges. It's the perfect drip campaign. Now, I do think you should still build an email list. I do think you should capture, text messages, phone numbers, emails. That's a more advanced strategy. But when someone's brand new, just get them in the groups. Like people are like, oh, I need automation. I'm like, you have 4 people in the groups. You added 4 people. You don't need automation to follow up with 4 humans. Now, in the guides of your ATM groups, you can have like different markets, languages, training and education. You can have like different product categories. You can have like your interviews and your podcasts. Like you can organize your guides, which I really love. So you have different like sections inside the group. But the power of the Facebook group is to be like an indirect drip, right? They're indirectly, when I say indirect, meaning there's the follow up where you're sending them a message, but there's a lot of times where we do a post and people that are in the group and have been in the group a while, they're like, whoa, what is this product? What's this system? What's the sale? What's the deal? And then we have like my VAs and the other moderators that are like tagging people and referring them back. That's the key with the groups, by the way. You refer them back to the person that added them to the group. Having a group. Now, I don't think you should set up a group if you already have an ATM group that you can simply plug into. If your upline has an ATM group, use their ATM groups. But as your team gets bigger, your business gets bigger, you could launch your own ATM group. You can do whatever floats your boat. In the beginning, though, I would just plug into an existing group if your team or your company already has one. The problem sometimes is, the person running the group or the moderators don't understand how to really use the group the right way, or it's a free-for-all and anybody can sign up anybody. That's not good, because you want to make sure that people can trust that if they add their people to those groups and that person wants to buy down the road, that they're connected back to the person that added them. This is an example of what our cover photo looks like for our, we call it the Live Clean Tribe. So it's a transformation group, right? We're, suggesting to people they turn on their notifications so they don't miss anything, that they go through the guides so they can check out some more product info, resources, tips, support. We do our 5-day drop challenges in there the first Monday of every month. We're letting them know about the monthly giveaways, and the featured post has a lot of updates and, all the things. Like we're literally giving them a checklist of what the group's purpose is and what goes on in there. And as you can see, we have 44,000 members. Pretty crazy, because we started this group like 2 years ago. This group has not been around that long. Like we used to have all these different teams that had their own groups, and we still do, but we wanted to start our own group outside of all of that, and still 44,000 members. It's insane. And how crazy is it? Anytime you do a promo, you can tag everyone, right? And you know what's funny too? Sometimes the posts that blow up in there are like the most random. Like someone comes in there, they're like, hey, I got this new product, I like it, but it doesn't taste that good. Is there anything I can do to mix it? And then like all these people drop to the comments and like give them all these suggestions to make it taste better. Like that's what the group's purpose is. It's not just for you and your ego so you could just do all the posting. It's a community. So if you're in an ATM group, by the way, in my opinion, you should post in that group at least once a week. If you're in an ATM group, post something valuable, recipes, before and afters, value. Maybe you spend at least, 30 minutes a week just commenting on posts and engaging in the group. Maybe you use that group so you can also retag people, right? You see some good before and after pictures, retag some of your old prospects. Why wouldn't you go back and tag some of the people you added in there? All right, so social retail goes global. This is our recruiting group, 56,000 members. And again, this is how we do it, right? We have a recruiting group and we have a product group. You can use one group for both purposes. I just think sometimes it gets convoluted when you have a group that's talking about money and product. But this is the key, right? Add, tag, message. Add them to the group, tag them in the appropriate video. Add them in. Look, don't be a fool, use a tool. That is the beauty of our system, right? You're using the groups to expose them to products, to expose them to the community. Add, tag, message. So the message piece is also important. You're doing a follow-up message after the fact. Hey, I added you to these groups. Once you're in, let me know and I'll tag you in some info. Okay. And I'm going to give you some scripts towards the end, but the Facebook group does create the social proof. It helps with sales. It helps with follow-up, direct and indirect. They allow you to leverage the excitement of others. Your prospects will join your team a whole lot faster if they experience what it will be like once they join, before they join, right? Like they're seeing the recognition and the excitement, all the before and after. Like, dude, this is crazy. All I got to do is get people in these groups. That's it. It's like, I tell people all the time, all you got to do is what I'm doing with you right now. They're like, what's that? I'm like, Adam, I'm adding you to a group. I'm tagging you in a video. Could you do what I'm doing? They're like, yeah. I'm like, you don't have to explain it. You just have to get them in the group. Get yourself out of the way. Your existing team will be so much more successful if they have support available 24/7. So when you say you don't have a lot of time to build your business or that you don't know anything about building a team, this is why you leverage the groups. That's what matters most. By the way, it doesn't matter where you find a lead. If you find a lead, you find a prospect. It doesn't matter if you meet this person on a different social platform, you meet them offline. What matters is what you do with the prospect. That's the duplication. All you got to do is what I'm doing with you right now. Add people to the group, tag them in the video. You put people in group chat so you can earn while you learn, right? So in the featured section, the welcome post, you should have all your best videos. It should look like this. You can take a screenshot of this, but you can see like in our product group, we have our best product videos. In the opportunity group, we have opportunity videos like that 5 reasons why video. Now, this is our company. I know some of you are in different companies. I'm just saying this is how you should organize it. So you can tag people in those videos. And by the way, you can copy the link out of the group and share it with the person, but they'll say, hey, it's unavailable. I'm like, yeah, you have to accept the invite to the group. And then here's the social proof part. This is why it works so well. They see the before and afters. They see people sharing their stories, right? Facts tell, stories sell. So, you know how we say don't be an infomercial? Like you should share before and afters in your stories. You should share before and afters on your Facebook wall sometimes, but you can be a lot more boastful. You can be a lot more promotional inside your groups. Some people will say, John, I don't see you promoting the products or the opportunity that much on your wall. I don't see, you're always doing value and content. And yeah, that's true because we do a lot more inside the groups. Now, I do promote in my stories. I do talk about the products. I do talk, but I just don't do it like an infomercial. You can be more aggressive in the groups though. So this is the number one key. If you're getting started, you're wanting to relaunch or really build a bit, you need to ATM your face off. You have to get people in the groups. This is the key because this is where the social proof is happening, the activity, the excitement, the recognition, the testimonials. Now, if you're like, hey, I need to attract people. I don't want to just reach out to people. I want to attract people. You should do our 3DW launch formula where you do 3 live videos to launch your business. The why, the what, the wow. The why video is, hey, why I'm starting something new. The what, here's what I'm doing. You're unboxing your new products when they arrive. And the wow video is like, wow, I've been using these products for a few days. I feel amazing. I started using this new magnesium. It tastes amazing. Or, hey, I'm using this new natural GLP-1 product, Curb. I don't have the snack and sugar cravings anymore. I'm eating less. I feel better, whatever that is. I just got started 3 days ago and I already hit my first rank. I already enrolled my first person. I've already got 2 people on my team. I already got 4 customers. That's the wow video. So you do the why, the what, the wow. You start creating curiosity. Most companies, most teams probably have curiosity post examples. You don't want to copy them word for word, make them your own. You can start doing TikToks, IG Reels, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts, Facebook Stories, Instagram Stories, TikTok Stories, all the things going live. Interview your new upline, interview your sideline, interview your customers, interview people, go live together. You see me doing lots of lives with my people. Value, 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 and your daily connections. You gotta reach out to people. You can't sit back twiddling your thumbs hoping someone asks you for more information. This is why I've consistently been one of the top recruiters in the world because I'm reaching out to new followers. How often? Every day. Reaching out to friend requests. How often? Every day. Following up with people. How often? That's right, every day. I reach out to new people every day. If I'm not talking to new people every day, and when I say new people, it could be someone I haven't talked to in 6 months. So the biggest mistake to avoid is not initiating enough conversations on a consistent basis. You're posting too much. Some of you post like 6 times a day. If your posts aren't getting engagement, spread them out a little bit, or you're not posting enough. If I go to your page right now, Jamie, Sarah, Mara, and I don't see anything about products, anything about opportunity, you're not recognizing your customers, you're not recognizing your teammates, you're not getting recognized, you're not talking about anything that's going to help you generate a lead for your products or your opportunity, how am I going to reach out to you or ask you about your products or opportunity if you never talk about it? Right? It's like you're closed for business. You don't have to post on social media, but you also don't have to make money. Start with your existing friends, your warm market, people that you already know. Set a goal, grow your friends list from 2 to 5,000. The reason we say 2 to 5, because some people have 5,000 friends and they talk to none of them. So just delete people that don't respond, don't post, don't engage. This is why I wish happy birthdays every day, by the way. I still do happy birthdays every day myself. You could outsource it, but I like people to hear from me. People are still blown away. They're like, damn, you still send birthday messages. You are a beast. I'm like, yes, I am. Most of you and your teams have spoken to less than 10% of your network. What is the point of gaining a following? John, I need more followers. Did you talk to the 900 that are already following you about your products or opportunity? Well, no. Why do you need 900 more if you're not going to talk to the ones you already got? I'm perplexed by that. Would you also like to take a peek at the opportunity and how we make money promoting this brand on social media? It's such an easy question. Every single time you talk about the product, ask them, as you're adding them to your product group, ask them if they also want to be added to the opportunity group to learn more about how we make money. And they might say no. That's fine. At least you planted a seed. I know what to say after adding them. Hey, Bob, I added you to our product and our opportunity groups. In order for you to see the content, you accept the invite. So basically, in order for them to see the videos, to see anything in the groups, they have to accept the invite. Let me know what you're in so I can tag you in the welcome posts in each group. Tag them in the comments. Now, I will say this. I don't necessarily do this exact thing. I only really add them to two groups, product group, opportunity group, and then I only send them the 5 reasons why video. They can only see it if they're in the group though. That's just what I do because I like to keep it simple. I'm like talking to people. Now, if it's a product, if it's a potential product user, right? If it's like a potential customer, that's different. And you would send them whatever product video you want to tag. You could tag them. You should tag them in the comments, but I think it's cool to also send it to them. So you tag them and send it. Make sense? Add them in both groups, send them a message with your opportunity video, which is what I just said, right? And they only watch it once they accepted the invite. They can only watch it if they're in the group. And then you follow up. The fortune's in the follow-up. You got to follow up with people. People are not going to follow up with you like, hey, I need your link. I'm ready to buy. Hey, I need I need, what are the kits? I need the graphic with all the, I'm ready to become a social marketer or a distributor, ambassador, affiliate, whatever your company calls them. They're not going to reach out to you. You have to follow up. I'm going to introduce you to some of my mentors, amazing people I get to work with, and then you edify. That means to build up your leadership. It's just like a 3-way call if you've ever done one of those, except you're putting them in a Facebook Messenger chat. I put every single business prospect in a chat for 2 reasons. One, I want them to hear other people's stories, meet other people on the team. Again, it builds up the social proof and the validity. But the second reason, I can't tell them to put me in a chat with their prospects if I never put them in one. Leverage group chats. People say, when should I do a group chat? I typically put them in a chat 24 to 48 hours after I add them to the groups, giving them a little time to watch the opportunity video. Our opportunity video is 20 minutes. And I also add 4 other leaders. So it's me, my prospect, and then 4 other leaders. I grab 4 other leaders from the team. Some are downline, some are upline. I want them to hear other people's stories. In my opinion, if you want to create a full-time income, then your goal should be to ATM at least 50 people a week. So ATM your face off. You want to build an MBA. That's a big account because this is literally the system that made us the #1 team. It's what made us millionaires. We went from 6 figures a year to 6 figures a month using ATM. And we're the creators of the ATM Academy. You know, I think a lot of you have gone through our ATM course. You've done our ATM challenge. A lot of you probably use ATM. But again, it's like people started getting fancy. They started to get away from it. And it's like, if you're not adding people to the groups, you're not filling your funnel, you're not adding prospects to your pipeline, you're never going to grow a profitable business. Period. End of story. So